So the Kansas City Chiefs are becoming one of the more slept on teams in the NBA, and NFL analysis have been putting them toward the bottom of the AFC West. And honestly, I just think that that is stupid. I mean, when you have Traviskelce, Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid on the same team, you're not going to lose that division. I mean, you're always going to be at least top two. Yeah, I know this division is definitely the most talented, definitely the best division in the NFL. You got teams like the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers there. But I still don't see this team losing to any of those teams. Maybe, yeah, they'll lose once, but I don't see them losing the division to them. So what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about why I believe the NFL is still sleeping on the Kansas City Chiefs, and they are more lethal than you think. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA and NFL content, and let's get straight to it. So the Kansas City Chiefs are starting up the 2022-2023 NFL season playing against the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona, and that's one of the more intriguing matchups for this Sunday. I mean, the Cardinals, they're a great team. They could win this division. I highly doubt it. I think they'll be 2 or 3 depending on if the 49ers are really good with Trey Lance, but it's going to be interesting watching this matchup. I mean, both quarterbacks are extremely talented. They've got some good wide receivers. Honestly, the Cardinals are lacking that because DeAndre Hopkins is suspended, so they'll have Hollywood Brown there. I do have the Chiefs taking away this W here. They have a better defense and offense. I just don't see the Cardinals winning this game, but honestly, the beginning of the season for the Kansas City Chiefs is extremely challenging. First, we play the Cardinals, then the Chargers, the Colts, the Buccaneers, the Raiders, the Bills, and the 49ers, and you could even say the Titans. All of those teams are extremely, extremely good. All could make a playoff push, and it's going to be tough playing against any of those teams there. I mean, you could win, you could lose. So I see the Chiefs. I do see them starting off a bit rocky. I'm not going to say they lose every single one of these games. I think they'll probably win 5 or 6 of those games, maybe lose 2 to 3 of them. So honestly, 6-3 is still a good record. You can't lie, but I don't see them starting off undefeated or anything. I'm not going to say that that's going to ruin their entire season because they do have some of the easier games. Yeah, the Chiefs, the Seahawks, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they do have some of the easier ones, but not very many. I mean, this is one of the most toughest schedules in the NFL. I mean, if you got to play this division 2 times each, yeah, you're going to have your problems. The Raiders, I think they're going to split with the Raiders. I know that the Chiefs kind of do own the Raiders, and they've beat them a lot in the past few years, but I mean, you can't lie, this Raiders team has gotten a lot better after adding Devontae Adams, so I just don't see them having the same success. I still do think they're going to beat them at least once, but playing those division games are extremely, extremely tough. Yeah, so I don't see this team losing twice to any team in their division. I think they're going to split with some. They could win twice. I highly doubt it. I mean, they're all division rivals. It's tough playing against your division team, even if they're not good. I mean, last season, the 49ers lost twice to the Seahawks, and the Seahawks had one of the worst seasons in their franchise history. So we have seen that happen to multiple NFL teams. The defense did improve a lot. I believe last season they were like 17th ranked in defense. That's not very good. I mean, that's pretty much middle of the pack. But this season, yeah, I do see a lot more improvement. I mean, they still have linebacker Willie Gay Jr., who is one of the better linebackers in the NFL. I mean, he's going to give any quarterback their trouble. You've got cornerback L'Jarius Sneed, who last season we did have pretty high expectations, and for the most part, he lived up to them, playing 94% of the defensive snaps, and he was one of the team's primary corners, producing 2 interceptions and 8 passes defensed. And then obviously they've still got Chris Jones, who is definitely one of the best players on this team. I'd say he's their best defensive tackle there for the Kansas City Chiefs. And yeah, last season he did get 9 sacks, 0 interceptions, but I mean, he is a linebacker, so what do you really expect there? And 27 combined. So, I mean, all in all, he is definitely one of the best defenders in all of the NFL. Definitely, I mean, I know he was ranked top 40 by the NFL about a week ago when they made their annual list there. So, I think that he is very underrated. I think that the Chiefs are lucky to have him, and I think that he is going to help out a lot. I mean, we have seen he already does, but I think that if they didn't have him, they would be a lot worse. But because of him, they won't let teams like the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Broncos score as much. I mean, he'll definitely get some sacks on all 3 of those quarterbacks: Derek Carr, Russell Wilson, and Justin Herbert. And all 3 of those are 3 of the most talented quarterbacks. At least Russell Wilson and Justin Herbert are. So that's pretty much all I have to talk about in today's video. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and subscribe for more NBA and NFL content, especially the Kansas City Chiefs. And I'm out of here. Peace.